Robin.
I'm kind of mad you didn't see the little fuckers.
Nah, it was the first workout since 2 weeks of vacation, so I was a little drowsy yesterday.
Did he squeeze the alcohol out of you like I told you he would
God.
do?
He was without mercy.
Really?
Yeah, it was one of those things where it was like, I was hoping for like a little, all right, maybe we'll lighten up on that a little or not do that or something. No.
See, I don't understand trainers because you're paying them. So can't you just go, hey, asshole, I'm paying you. We're going easy today.
I could. But it's one of those like things where if you do that, then they're just like, you fucking pussy. What? Really? Should I even show up then?
How long was it?
Like an hour and a half. Just lifting and so fucking tiring. Like I was doing it just like this fucking is painful.
But you're missing the angle. You pay the guy. You tell him to relax or he's going to lose a client.
Yeah, well...
And then your workout, halfway through your workout, you guys are just sipping tea watching Sports Center or something.
That doesn't quite work. That's just it.
But it's a weird balance.
It really is.
If you think about it, because at any moment you could go, fuck you, I'm not doing this.
But the whole thing is he's supposed to beat the shit out of you.
Right.
That's the job.
Right.
So he's doing his job, you know.
Yeah.
And the second I start squawking about it and bitching about it to him, it would be like, you know, he'd be, oh, really? Is this it?
Right.
Because, like, he's told me stories of people that, like, they hire him and then there's just a complete lack of dedication and shit. And you know, I don't want to be that guy.
First of all, you got to get rid of the male trainer.
Why is that?
You got to get a female with a really nice ass.
Distractions.
And when she's working you too hard, you go, relax, I'm paying you. We're going to take it easy today. I have a friend that's doing the boot camp one.
Ooh.
And they were talking about how...
What's the boot camp?
Where I guess you make believe you're in the Army for 3 months. And some of these places, they actually make you wear fatigues and stuff. And this person goes, someone was acting up in class, so the guy says, fuck that, and turns off the music and makes him run up and down like 10 flights of stairs over and over again. That's what I would go, you know what? I'm going home.
Yeah, that's a little over
I'm
the
going
line.
home. Like, how do you agree to be in some kind of weird boot camp, but you're not going to be deployed?
Yeah. Where am I going? If I'm going somewhere, that'd be good.
They do the Army crawls and all sorts of shit.
You know, you train for something and then you deploy.
Yeah, and then
what am I deploying to?
And then I go into the park and the new mothers have some kind of weird workout where they like do shit around their baby carriages.
What?
Oh, yeah, and then they leave their babies at the bottom of the steps, and they have to run up and down the stairs, and then they grab their baby carriages and move on to the next section.
You
with some
are
animal.
seeing a portion of life that I have not a clue about.
Well, that's the difference between New York and the suburbs. You see some weird shit.
That is like...
You don't know about that?
Never heard of the...
That is definitely in every city. The new mommies doing their workouts in the park. Oh, yeah. They jog along with their carriages, then they stop at stairs and run up and down. And then, like, you know, like the kind of like guardrails or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they do these weird push-ups on those.
That's fucked up.
My mother, when she was raising me and Tracy, my sister, she couldn't go out.
Yeah.
She used to jog around our house. I forgot about that. My father was a marathon runner, so my mom...
Your dad was a marathon runner?
Oh, yeah. He ran...
Was he good?
Yeah, I mean...
Not to interrupt you, but
called
that's...
the marathon kid.
Yeah, he was the marathon kid. He wasn't like... he didn't win marathons, but he always finished them. He did for years.
Did he do Boston?
Yes, I'm sure he did the Marine Corps Marathon. He did a bunch of them.
Wow.
How many do you think he did?
I don't know. I'll ask him. But to me, just growing up, my father just ran. That's what he did. He just ran.
So then your mom ran around the house.
She ran in the apartment, in the house when we lived in North Brunswick. She had this little weird pattern. She would go like around the living room and then around the coffee table and down the hall and into her room and up and down. It was so bizarre.
Why didn't she run outside?
I think my sister was too young and she would nap. I don't know. It's so bizarre.
I thought when you said she ran around the house, I thought actually outside around the house.
Inside.
Inside.
Yeah, it was psychotic. My mom was jogging around our coffee table.
That is psychotic. Because you didn't have a giant house.
No, we had a few bedrooms, and it was a normal suburban house, but it's not a good track.
How obnoxious is that as you're trying to watch TV?
You're just running in front of you every 2 seconds.
Right, just like,
out of my way.
So the trainer beat you up, though, huh?
Yeah, it was a good beating, a sound thrashing. Doing these, these kettlebell weights.
Oh, yeah, that's the latest thing.
Shit. God, it's just a pain in the ass.
Tell them no more kettlebells.
Nah, because it works.
No more kettlebells.
Really gets you going, you know. It's like because you swing them around to the point where, you know, it's good for cardio because your heart really gets going. And the weight itself is like, I think you're doing squats with them and moving your arms back and forth between your legs up. It's crazy. Crazy.
How long have you been seeing a trainer? You've really stuck with this guy. Like Anthony will leave and go, like, I got the trainer, and he fucking really sticks
like a year.
Wow.
It's been
impressive.
A year.
Good for you.
Oh, it's fucking nuts. It's just, but you pay, when you realize you're paying somebody just to beat you up.
That's what I'm getting at. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
You agree. Okay, I'm going to hire you to beat the shit out of me.
It's sadistic.
Yeah.
Really is
it's
sadistic.
Like, it's S&M shit.
Yeah. Come on over. Yeah. You tell me to lift that until it hurts me.
Yeah.
But it was it's, you know, I normally don't mind it. It's great. The guy really figured out a great routine. He knows, and he could tell the instant something gets a little easier for me, because then it stops and it gets to something more difficult.
He's a good trainer.
Yeah. The guy really is attentive and shit. But the fucked up part is, after 2 weeks of being off and on a cruise where you're just having fun, a lot of eating, a lot of drinking and shit like that, to get back into it.
Oh, yeah.
And he thought I had gotten back on Sunday, so he texted me and was like, so am I coming over tomorrow or Wednesday? And I was like, I didn't think about it for a second, because if I did, I'd have said, Wednesday. So it's just like, come over Monday, you know?
Yeah.
So that was,
I work out in this gym, and the trainers are always trying to get new clients, so they come up to you and stuff, but I watch how they train everybody else. It's a joke.
Really?
It's usually middle-aged women that literally are in the gym with their pocketbooks, and they go from machine to machine with their clip. You're not a clipboard guy, right?
No.
And they're just like checking off that they did this at this weight. And then the trainer is just having chit-chat with the person while they're doing reps. I'm like, I want to yell at both of them, say, you're doing nothing.
Yeah, you're not.
If you could chit-chat with the person, they're not working out hard enough where it's going to make any difference in their life.
Very difficult to chit-chat.
Right. And then they have to pick up their pocketbook and move on to the next machine. Wouldn't you, as a trainer, go leave your shit in the locker first of all?
Put it in a locker.
And we're not going to chit-chat? We could talk on the way up to the machines and on the way back down to the locker rooms.
And it's not about checking off something on a list.
It drives me nuts. They just check off that they did that particular exercise and what weight they were at.
But I'm just at the point where, especially yesterday, when we were all done, he leaves. I'm just like, I'm exhausted, and all I'm thinking is, I don't have to do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
But then there's Wednesday.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Well, the weather finally broke, so.
Pool's open.
It's
47 degrees, but
well, what's up with the heat? Don't you heat that baby up?
Yeah, it's a little early.
Wait?
It's a little early to start the burner up. I'll tell you, that'll take.
That proves that you don't want to talk about it, but you took a hit on that fucking cruise.
No.
That sucker would be up to 80 already.
Not even, because I could heat the jacuzzi up. That's no problem. But to heat that entire pool from 47, the water temperature 47 degrees. It's got the outside temperature has to be a consistent, at least in the mid to upper 60s, before I can even start heating it up with a heat pump. It's not going to work. At night, when it dips down, it's still really fucking cold.
Is the water crystal clear and ready to go?
Yeah.
Have some people jump in then.
Really? You want like polar bear type people?
Get some videos going.
Some fucking heart-stopping episodes.
Tell some assholes that the pool's nice and warm. And let them jump in.
Oh, it's heated. Just jump in. Oh, it feels like a bathtub.
I just got out of there. It's unbelievable. With the cold spring air, but the pool's warm. You're going to love it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
See, that's the crap I would do.
Louis had a funny skit. Remember Louis? Did you see Louis' video last year? He's promoting Louis. It was like he just talks into the camera and then he just gets up and he walks into the pool with his clothes on.
Oh yeah.
And he just disappears
like a psychopath.
It was really creepy.
It really was.
Yeah, that was a little strange, but definitely kind of interesting. You got to see little fuckers.
Yeah. I will. Like I said,
This
was
isn't a
gonna hit
replay.
it.
The movie, has come and gone, but I finally saw it the other day.
It's the whole thing. I want to see how they injected the actors that were only on set for 2 days.
Yeah, I want to say it again. Yeah, Dustin Hoffman, obviously. Well, we learned yesterday. I think he was signed after the filming of the movie.
After the movie was filmed,
because he only had one scene with Ben Stiller.
Yeah,
and he didn't interact with any other characters in the entire film. And then the end of the film, they show a Christmas scene where they finally got everyone together for a quick 2 minutes. But that's basically when the credits were rolling.
Yeah.
And then I remembered something else where the mom, Ben Stiller's wife, she had the flu for a few days in the movie.
Why would they do that?
Where all of a sudden she's like, take care of the kids, I'll be up here in bed or whatever, and she's blowing her nose, and I'm like, there's no reason for her to have the flu. What that's all about is she had something to do, so she couldn't be on set.
So they just give her this flu character.
Right.
Like, unless it's part of the storyline, it's a movie.
Yeah, I was telling you.
They're not really sick, so you don't have to write them as sick.
Right, yeah. Usually there's a build-up to the reason why they're sick, and the build-up is funny enough where now they show the person sick in the movie.
Yeah.
She's just sick in the movie. It doesn't make sense. But it allowed Ben Stiller to do some acting with the kids without her around, because obviously she had something else to do.
Holy shit.
Please see this movie.
I have to see it.
Please see this.
It sounds like a complete catastrophe.
Everyone is kind of separate from each other. And they try to make it look like it's one movie. It's not.
That's great. Oh, it sounds awful. It sounds like shit.
9% positive reviews from the reviewers. I wish I saw the movie when it first came out, because then this would all make sense to everybody.
Yeah, I don't think.
What are you gonna do?
I think people have delayed anyway.
You think?
Now it's on. Now it's on demand and shit.
Well,
I
that's
think
why
more
I
people
grabbed
are
it.
seeing it now.
Saw it on demand. Said, "What the hell? I want to see what this dumb thing's all about."
Yeah, the on demand is the shiznit.
Yeah,
I don't watch anything anymore. Just regular that's actually on at any given moment. I don't think I watch anything that is really just on.
There's no reason to.
Everything on demand.
There's really no reason to, right?
Yeah. That, or unless it's one of those, Discovery Channel shows and shit like that. I was watching some show on chimpanzees the other day. Boy, are they nasty motherfuckers. We've talked about it in the past, too. But and we've talked about how in captivity, when they just grab a human and just start fucking them up, biting thumbs up. And they had a couple of trainers that this one woman, her fingers are gone.
Really?
They go right for the fucking fingers and the genitals and shit. And she's just like, yeah, this thing grabbed her out of a spot on the cage that was like 6 inches on the bottom that was open. And this fucking old male chimp was just waiting for her. Bam! Grabbed and just started chewing her fingers off. But then they switched to them out in the wild. And they are just fucking violent, nasty things. Holy shit. They go and they eat meat. They love eating meat. They're vegetarian. They eat vegetation and shit.
But if they see meat, they're not passing it by.
They run up into these trees where there's monkeys, little monkeys in the tree, holding the little babies and shit, and they're tossing the males monkeys out of the tree, just throwing them out of the way. Not to kill them, but to get them out of the way so they could go for the females and the babies. And then they just rip them apart and eat their guts and shit.
Jesus.
And they're like, wow, wow, and fucking fangs and shit, looking all nasty. And then they go out in these hunting parties. Like 5 or 6 males will just go out real quiet, walking in complete single file. And they're just real quiet. And they find a male in their territory. And they walk like the perimeter. And they find a male in their territory and beat the living shit out of him. 99% of the time they kill him. Or it dies later on. But they punch him. They bite his testicles off. Yeah. And then things just lay and they're all beaten up. Neck is ripped out. And you realize these fucking things are the nastiest, most vile creatures. And they were stealing babies there in Africa. Just walking into these huts and grabbing children.
Human babies?
Yeah. And running off and eating them.
Holy shit.
It was fucked up. I was watching this show like, fuck, these things are nasty.
They go for the extremities. Like, they go for your Achilles, your feet. They're fucking anything you can't use to defend yourself or reproduce.
Yep. Disabled immediately so you can't fight back. And then they just go in for the kill. And they have this group mentality also where they will just stomp the living shit out of one little chimp sitting there.
Is this your new angle?
No, I actually saw this show.
This is your new angle?
No, it was cool.
Another way to talk about you know what?
Not at all. It was a great nature documentary.
This is your new angle, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
No, but I'm just saying.
Do you know, as I was pulling up this morning, I thought of that chimp attack in Connecticut.
Yeah.
We were stopped by like a cart, and I was meant to make a left onto 6th Avenue, and I'm like, if that chimp dragged me out of this car, I was just thinking of the normalcy of New York City and how
that would be very odd in New York City, but
how nothing would frighten the chimp off. And I'm like, what would it take to stop the chimp from biting me? I don't know why I thought of that.
No, you'd be done.
There's nothing you could do.
You can't punch a chimp in the head.
No.
Like, he's not even going to give a shit about that.
Dude, a 200-pound chimp or a 150-pound chimp, they're fucking strong, man.
Real strong, fucking just nasty. One mission.
Chimp noise.
To bite your face, fingers, and testes off. Yeah, the big mouth with the fucking teeth. Holy shit.
Oh, right for the fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was just, but that's all I watch on regular television in real time. Are documentaries and shit. That's it.
Everything else better than a good documentary. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's plenty of good ones out there, too.
It's a great genre.
It really is. I think it's taken off in recent years. It's so available now to everybody.
Because it's cheap.
To make, yeah.
It's all about cheap programming.
Some of them suck, but for the most part, you can find some good ones. But you know what it is? It used to have to go to, I'm going to watch Channel 13, public television or whatever, and catch a documentary every so often. But there's so many now. HBO's got a fuckload of really good ones, and all those Discovery ID, History Channel. Smithsonian, all those have just great fucking documentaries now.
Someone wants to know if it was BET, this documentary.
No, it wasn't. It was on the Smithsonian channel.
They have their own channel now too?
Yeah, it's great.
Damn.
It's like some cool ass shit.
I love Fios, by the way. Thanks to Anthony.
Oh,
it's
Fios
fucking rule. Dude, I've had one moment ever since I've gotten it happen for a half a second. It's fucking great.
Didn't freak out like, what the fuck?
No, I figured it was just a blip, and it was nothing.
A little glitch.
I don't have Fios yet.
Dude, you crazy. Cable sucks.
Why? I love resetting my internet every day. I love it.
Yeah, not having to unplug.
It's part of my day now.
Plug in the box
to
again.
Get a big stool and climb way up high and reset my internet. I love doing that every day.
Can you fucking...
It's part of my routine now. I don't know what I would do if I wasn't allowed to do that
I got another call from Cablevision.
Really?
Another call just last week.
Are they trying to make you CEO so you can come back?
Believe me, it's that close.
Right.
They were begging. This one woman is like, "Can I ask why you left? And is there any way we could get you back?" And they're asking about like money. Like, we'll give you this for free, that for free. I go, you don't understand. I go, it's not about the money. It's the product. I go, I could buy something for a lot cheaper and not be happy with it. And that's what Cablevision was.
Ask for stock options.
Yeah, give me some options.
Give me some
on
options.
Your shit fucking thing. And then they're trying to tell me about new technology that they have planned.
Well, they have
and it's like,
to.
well, you know what? How about I already have it with Fios?
This is a perfect example of a company that took advantage of its people for the longest time. And then a new technology comes in, and you have no loyalty. You're like,
nope.
Goodbye.
And I didn't have loyalty, but I had fucking ignorance for so many years.
They had a monopoly and old technology, and now they're getting fucked by it.
If you lived on Long Island, you had Cablevision, period.
You had no choice.
That was all you had.
And they knew that.
Or you were going to get a satellite dish or whatever, then they got that. But now then I heard shit about that. So all I was like, all right, I'm moving or I'm getting a house. I'm getting cable in there. Who do you call? You call fucking Cablevision. And then I realized, wait a minute, why the fuck am I putting up with this when there's another company out there that all I'm hearing is good things about? So I check it out. It's fucking fantastic. There's no fucking way I would ever go back to Cablevision.
Well, I'm gonna start researching.
It's great, dude. Every time I see somebody in my building, I see like the Verizon truck outside. I'm so happy.
Aren't you happy for someone?
Good. Boy, are you gonna love this?
Yeah, you want to tell
go right
people
up to them?
It's great. I've never been so happy with a fucking product that I want to like actually say it. This isn't a paid endorsement. This isn't it.
Right.
I'm just happy with the fucking product.
I just like it.
But will I be able to reset my internet every day?
If you want, you can.
All right.
See, but you won't have to.
Yeah, but it's part of my routine now. I like doing that.
Isn't that great? It's like, why am I not online? What? Oh, there it is. Let me unplug my fucking router for a while.
And it's nice and convenient, way up high.
Oh, yeah, wherever it is.
I'm on a rickety, like, step stool ladder thing.
You get them to yank it. It's the best thing.
I'm going to throw it at their feet.
Dude, those cable boxes when they're not in your fucking house.
Yeah.
It's got, again, on the iPhone or on the iPad, you can fucking program. You can do your DVR. It's great, man.
All right.
Yeah, if you're away and you realize, oh, fuck, I didn't program that in to record. Yeah, it's just one of those things that worked out very well.
Is there HBO On Demand on there? I couldn't find that.
Yeah.
I couldn't find On Demand. Okay.
It's all there. And some of the sporting events aren't in HD. But that's about it.
On what, Fios?
Yeah, I think some of the local guys.
Well, that's because Cablevision owns
the Knicks and
a couple of the teams, so they were like, we're not giving that to you.
Wait, they won't. There's no. You can't get cable. You can't get the Knicks in HD
on Fios.
On Fios because that's scumbag Cablevision.
Because they own it and they hold you hostage. Like, that's what we're giving you. But they don't say that in the commercials. All they say is, oh, you can miss out on News 12 Long Island. It's like, ooh, wow, fuck.
So they'll sell it to other cable companies. Mm-hmm. But like, the Time Warner. But just as long as you're not in competition with them. How is that legal?
I know.
None of this is legal.
It's all one of those conflicts. And
well, I'll get the Fios. Let's go to Steve in San Francisco. This is a big story out of San Francisco this morning.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hello. Hi, Steve. What's up?
Not too much. Greetings. It's real early here, but I have now proof that we are, in fact, raising a generation of super kids.
Oh, yeah. What do you got, man?
We've got 2 separate teens tried to jump. Well, they actually did jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. Obviously, they saw boats down there and have survived. And
boats down there.
Great book.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's going on?
Another one lives.
They both lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, what's going on with the Golden Gate Bridge? People are starting to survive that a lot more.
What are they doing?
It's a 16-year-old girl is the latest. Did she jump on? Was she trying to kill herself, or was she being a crazy teenager?
They think that this one was a suicide attempt. The kid, a couple of weeks ago, he was just doing it for kicks.
Wow.
For kicks? What is this, the 50s?
For balls, man.
For shits and giggles.
That's right. And in Germany, another story.
Yeah.
You guys might have already heard about this one. I just found out that Ron and Fez talked about this a couple of years back. But, Jim, do you know who Kim Petras is?
I don't know.
Never heard of
this.
Okay,
can you guys please Google image her?
Why?
And I'll let you know that before anybody gets too excited, but I don't know, maybe Kim was born Tim.
Oh, she's Trey. I never heard of her.
Right, that one. Yeah. That's that hot fucking.
This hot blonde was a guy?
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I remember seeing that.
Did we do this?
Oh, yeah,
already?
I could see that.
You could see it?
Yeah.
Where?
In the middle of the face. I mean, but then again, I do know. If I didn't know, I would not instantly know. But now that I do know, it's not surprising.
Really?
Yeah, no.
That's pretty good, though.
I'd let that suck my dick. Just saying.
That's all I got, boys.
Thank you. Let me see. Let's see another picture with the breasts or something. But
is there something like a?
Because I don't think I think she's cute, but I don't think she's beautiful. So
things are being hidden. There.
Did she chop off her?
What's that one?
I don't know.
Her penis.
Let me see that one with the.
That's kind of that's kind of convincing.
Yeah.
They always have man calves, though. They always have fucking like
man calves.
Transsexuals have. It's hard for them. There's certain things they can't do at the backs of the legs, which are just masculine. There's really hard things.
That's like skinny kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
There.
I don't see the man calves there.
No, I don't. That one either. That's kind of an.
I think if you just saw that picture as you were trolling through a bunch of pictures, you would never.
You wouldn't say that.
No, you're right.
Used to be a boy.
I would not know. No. But that one picture, I wasn't surprised.
A little bit. Hey, good job there, Steve in San Francisco.
She looks like Ozzy in like 1975 there. Yeah, of the volume 4 years.
Ozzy.
We got another kid jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge and surviving.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah.
You've never been to the Golden Gate Bridge, have you?
No, never been to Frisco, the Barbary Coast.
You never been there?
No.
Even all right, so you're depressed as a teenager and adult. and now you go to the middle of the Golden Gate Bridge, and now you have to jump. I don't know what it takes to actually let go, even when you're in that state, because it's horrifying.
Yeah, it's scary.
Can you imagine going out on that fucking on the edge, and then you have to let go? It's horrifying.
From that film that they had with where the people
bridge.
killing themselves, yeah, they all will look very tentative. Like even though they want to kill themselves, and they do, some of their phases are kind of like they hang for a little while, they move forward, then they kind of pull back a little bit, like boy, this is it, huh?
Well, I don't understand the people that do suicides like that. I mean, if you're going to kill yourself, there's easy ways to go. Peaceful almost.
Some people set themselves on fire and kill themselves.
Right. That's just
I saw a video of a guy on like the 20th floor. He fucking set himself on fire and then threw himself out the window. It was like there was no way he wasn't dying.
What a performance, Doc. What a performance. But I can only do it once.
Well, what's that about? Because if you want to end it, you can kind of just go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, get your car in a garage somewhere. That's a lot less painful than sitting on the edge of the Golden Gate Bridge and trying to get yourself to fucking move forward.
I don't get it. I couldn't do it.
Oh, what about that fucking performance artist kid that killed himself in front of that crowd?
Where was this?
He played a little number, played a little ditty, called something like "Sorry About the Mess." He played it, and then he gets up, he grabs a knife, and just starts stabbing himself in the chest.
Where was this?
And people are like, yeah, this is cool.
This is awesome.
Performance art. No, he was stabbing himself and killed himself right there in front of people.
Where was this?
It's just happened the other day.
What city?
Trying to think of what city that was.
Better not have been Central Park.
No, it wasn't
I'm going to
New
guess
York.
Portland or someplace weird.
It probably is one of those weirdo fucking
It has to be a cloudy city. That's a cloudy city.
But he was, he played this "Sorry About the Mess."
Is the song a hit?
And, I don't know.
How great would that be if the song becomes a hit?
Oregon, right? Yeah.
It is.
That was a guess.
Yep.
Good job, Jimmy. Give yourself a
Oregon,
bell.
really good. And he looks like the type. He's got the wool hat on and, man, I'm so fucking cool, man. Teenager stabbed himself to death on stage at open mic.
Oh, wow.
In front of shocked crowd at a coffee shop. That was all the features.
Looks like a young Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, he does.
Just depressed. That sucks.
He played his little ditty, and then he just started thrusting a knife into his chest, and people thought it was part of the act.
Is there a video of this?
This is fantastic.
Someone had to have
wouldn't somebody have, pulled out a phone or something? Wow. It's video of everything. There's video of everything.
You really can't do anything.
I also spent last night, all I did was watch, for about an hour, I watched fights at McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, Popeyes, Waffle Houses, Chuck E. Cheese, numerous other restaurants. All I did was watch fights. And it's people with cell phone cams just watching people, irrational people, beating the shit out of each other for no real apparent reason. It was great.
I like the one-punch knockouts. You ever see those? When they show those on those sites, like a one-punch fucking KO?
Yeah.
That would be a great website.
I like when the chairs go flying and dishes and there's just yelling and children. It's fucked
That would be
up.
a great DVD. Remember bum fights?
Oh, yeah.
Fast food fights. One DVD. That would sell really, really well.
There are so many of these. I stopped before I finished. Just so many of these fights.
Hey, would you do this? We got Chicago checking in. Mikey.
Hey,
What's up, Mike?
Chicago.
Hey, how you guys doing this morning?
Hi, Mike.
All right.
I'm a firefighter outside Chicago, and I'm sure some of my New York brothers have got stories like it. But, when people, axe themselves, you see weird stuff, guys hanging themselves with electric cords, stuff like that at work. And one of the ones that sticks out is it wasn't on my shift, but was on the shift prior to mine. I had a 16-year-old kid walking down the train tracks. According to what the engineer said, is he was just walking, took a big swig of Jack Daniels, laid down face first, so his head was facing the train, and it just chopped his head clean off.
Holy shit.
And that takes balls to sit there, hold your head on the track, and just let the train go.
It depends. If your head is facing the train.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes a difference?
Yeah, if you're facing the other way, it's nice and peaceful.
Yeah, but you'll feel the track start to vibrate. And you'll be like, when's it hitting?
Yeah.
When's my head coming up?
Is that harder to do than jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge?
Fuck yeah.
Really?
You have to lay there. It's the moment of decision for the bridge is one moment. Joe, and you're gone. But the train, there's that, you have to keep laying there until it hits you.
Very good, Jimmy. You're right. The decision to stop is constant right up to the point where your head's chopped off.
Yeah.
The decision to stop with the bridge is right up until you jump, and then, it's out of your hands.
You only need one moment for a bridge or a pistol or standing in front of or jumping in front of a car.
But if you're there with your head on the track, at any minute you can be like, fuck this, no.
You can actually start humming, like you're going to be dying, and you're like, am I actually humming She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain when she comes? I saw, there's a funny video on this site of a woman getting hit by a train in India. She's walking to work, and the train... Daddy, just take a look at that. See if you can Google that site. It's and the train hits her from the back, and as she's walking to work, it's it's a great.
Does she just get creamed?
Oh, is that? That's not that classic video of that woman trying to cross the tracks.
No.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Where she goes flying into the camera.
She goes to follow, where it looks like a guy is going to cross the track, so she thinks, oh, well, if he's going, I'm going to go. But then he goes, I don't have enough time.
Right.
And he kind of takes a step back, but she keeps going.
And she kept walking
right in.
No, this is a woman who doesn't see the fucking train coming. And by the way, can I address the there it is. Go down. You just look for it. You'll see woman.
Jimmy knows all these sick ass sites.
This is not a violent video though. This is just a funny one. Keep going down.
It's funny.
It's in the funny section.
Yeah, it's more down.
It's in the hardy har section.
You might have to. It might be on a different page, Danny. You have to flip through a couple, but it's not like the page 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Or 5.
Yeah, I saw it
Maybe
recently.
6.
Yeah, possibly 7. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. There's some horrible ones on this site, but
I don't know how you go to these sites.
Yeah.
Because everyone figures out where their line is. That's where mine is.
It's a woman on a train.
See the beheadings and all this.
Keep going down.
On fire and all
accidents.
There it is, right there.
Can't do it.
Right there.
It's called Train Hits Oblivious Woman. It's a pretty good site.
Yeah, but first you got
no ads.
Oh, here we go.
It's in India.
Oh, that looks like a
nice big fucking freighter.
Big, heavy choo-choo train. And, why is she? Oh!
She fucking smashed
that had to hurt. Oh, did that have to hurt?
Yeah, she's walking towards us, and the train is on a bit of an angle.
Yeah.
And it fucking smashed her right in the back.
She's dead as a doorknob.
You think she's dead?
Come on. That smacked her in the head. Right in the head with a train.
She made it.
She makes it?
She was struck by a train.
Look at them. They're all blah, 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 blah. They don't know what to do.
No, she's alive.
Put some leaves on it.
She's interviewed after it.
No way.
She is right there.
Holy shit. She's a little groggy.
Yeah.
How did she fucking get hit with a train and she's walking?
I don't know. Knocked her shoe off?
Of course it did.
Why do they always take your shoes off?
That nasty bit. Yeah. Oh my God, she's talking. Oh,
really?
That explains it then. I thought it was the other thing.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, they showed it again.
Here it comes.
Oh, wow.
I guess it clipped her left arm and back. Thank you.
Her shoulder.
That's gotta hurt,
her shoulder
though.
plate.
But doesn't it look
that's
like
why she survived. It didn't really hit her in the head.
It looks like she gets run over though because of the angle the train kind of the overhang of the train goes over her.
You want to promote your new website?
Well, it's called sure. It's called Chaotic, Kaoitc. I forget how I saw it, or Ka.
Well, there's some nudity on there too.
Kaotic. Yeah, I stumbled on this one. Yeah, there's naked girls on it, but it's mostly these horrible videos. But there are some funny knockout videos on there.
Yeah.
Some really good fucking, like, one-punch KO. Some of them aren't as violent.
This looks like a very literal Funny or Die.
Yeah, wow. You know what?
Literal. Very good. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not as bad as the other one, which had the has the beheadings. This I don't think has beheadings on it.
Yeah, I can't watch that. I've been to some of these sites though where they've had nudity, and you're like, oh, cool, I'll watch this chick, and then you're going through the little thumbnails.
Oh, dude.
And it's like, wait a minute. There's a chick, and she's getting a cum shot in the face. This looks like a good video. Oh, there's a half a person in the road. There's fucking somebody with their head split open from a machete wound. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I really didn't mean to.
What happened?
What a fucking war I started on Twitter yesterday.
Oh my God! Was that
real?
hysterical?
Oh yeah, I meant it, but yeah. I didn't. It's funny how people reacted.
I wanted to jump in and just bash you.
You don't like?
Why are you saying?
I don't like him. I never liked him.
You don't like Bill Murray?
Never liked Bill Murray. But I don't think Bill Murray. Like I have to. He's obviously a good actor and he's good at what he does. I just never enjoyed him.
I think I jumped in your Twitter fight halfway through, so I was really confused. So walk us through this.
I'm watching Stripes yesterday, and I at first I was like, this is terrible. And then
Isn't the first half of Stripes good though? That's how I remember it.
The whole movie has hilarious parts in it. Like that's why I didn't use Twitter Stripes sucks. I actually began to write like I forgot how bad this movie was. And I'm like, no. Everybody's good in this except for Bill Murray and fucking Harold Ramis. I didn't like them.
Yes, sir.
That's it. He goes, John Larroquette was great when he's like, well, we're on our way to bingo parlor, and Larroquette goes again, shut up.
Shut up.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Or when the fucking Russians come up to the back of the truck and they all have guns pointed at each other, and John Kennedy goes, here you go. All right. Pass it forward. Dude, there was some fucking laugh out loud. But I always fucking never liked Bill Murray. I didn't like him in Caddyshack. I know it's sacrilege, but I never liked Bill Murray. It just you
didn't like Bill Murray in Caddyshack?
Did he have a couple good moments?
That's where he lose me.
Yeah, but I hated that whole fucking gopher storyline. It was stupid to me.
Yeah.
I hated it. And
yeah, they just needed something to tie that movie together. It was all just about goofing on fucking country clubs.
Lost in Translation I thought was boring. People keep naming these movies I didn't see. Like a lot of people are naming this one, that one. I didn't see a lot of them.
The artsy Bill Murray movies that he's put out later in his career, I can't fucking sit through.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't sit through those fucking things.
The Azuzu one?
Oh my God, what the fuck was that about?
Azuzu. I don't know. But I'm trying to remember. I remember liking Stripes.
I'll tell you why. This stupid little thing annoys me.
He plays himself in a lot of the earlier movies.
He does, and can he be funny? Yeah.
Because in Ghostbusters...
Hated.
I'll tell you right the fuck now, we've said it on the air, Ghostbusters does not hold up. I'm sorry. Nope. I saw it recently. It's a pile of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a pile of shit. That's a movie, and it goes against something else we talk about on the show a lot. I wouldn't mind if they remade Ghostbusters, which makes me hypocritical.
Is Harold Ramis in that?
Yep.
Yes. He is. Yeah, I hated their combo. Dumb voice.
That movie is horrible.
It is.
You don't like his Kermit the Frog voice?
No, he's fucking not charismatic. Again, he's a serviceable actor, but he's not. And then people it's amazing, like, and maybe I do the same thing, but I said I don't like Bill Murray, I think, and people are like, he's funnier than you. It's like, I'm not saying I'm funnier than Bill Murray.
Yeah, that's not the argument.
I just don't like him.
Yeah, exactly. People don't know how to argue.
And people unfollow like that's a punishment. Go fuck yourself. Unfollow. Hey, I will not read what you write. Who gives a shit? I'm not paid by the person on Twitter, you faggots. I don't give a fuck. Unfollow. Why don't you really protest and fucking hang yourself with my picture hanging up?
There you go.
Fucking bags.
There you go.
Oh, I love when they think they're punishing me by not. Don't even tell me. Just let my numbers dwindle.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, God, that's great.
But it's amazing.
Like your day's going to be ruined because they are unfollowing you.
I literally.
Get the fuck out of here.
It is an impossibility for me to be less concerned than I am. I could give a fuck. But the fact that people get so mad was funny to me. Like, they really are mad.
So you were watching Stripes and then you had a tweet that you just didn't like Bill Murray?
I'll tell you one thing that drove me nuts, and this is not Bill Murray or Harold Ramis' fault, is when they all get their crew cuts. How everyone gets a crew cut, but those two still kind of keep their hairstyles, but shorter. That fucking drove me nuts.
You're right. They can't commit. They can't commit to the movie role.
Oh, it drove me nuts.
I wish you would have texted me. I would have watched Stripes just so I could be more in this conversation, because I remember the movie being pretty good the first half.
There's a couple of moments where I know exactly what Jimmy's talking about. There's a couple of moments. I like when they went to the recruiting center and they were asking him the question. It's like, "Are you gay?" And he's like, "You mean flaming?"
Yeah.
You know, a couple of lines like that.
Yeah.
The push-up thing was kind of funny because he couldn't fucking do one push-up.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Harold Ramis finally realized I'm not quite the guy that really needs to be the actor. I'm going to go behind the camera. Yeah.
And watching these two in those fucking horrendous scenes with Sean Young and fucking PJ Souls, those fucking terrible scenes where these two fours are fooling around with the fucking hot MPs. Go fuck yourself. You didn't answer my treatment. Stupid stroke mouth. He's got a special under her hiney. Oh, fuck you, you nerds. You fucking Bill Murray nerds. I'm not mad if you like Bill Murray, but the ones that were so fucking defensive of Bill Murray, just fucking crush up glass and eat it.
They really were defensive, too.
Oh, it's fucking...
Bill Murray's had a really strange movie career.
Yeah, he's
really
had an amazing
strange
career, pretty much. I mean, Caddyshack is a great movie.
Yeah, Caddyshack. I loved him.
He was okay in that. I just did. To me, of like Ted Knight was great, and fucking and Rodney.
And that's another movie where Bill Murray is detached from the entire movie. Like his scenes are all a separate movie.
Yeah,
because we're going with the little fuckers theme. It's another one where it's almost like, did they film that after they filmed everything else?
Just drove me nuts. How fucking... You know what's funny? When John Larroquette walks in and the fucking and the RV is gone, he goes, "Where the fuck's my truck?" Like I'm glad I didn't bash the movie because there were some fucking like moments that still made me laugh, but most of them were John Candy or John Larroquette. Like John Candy is one of the funniest guys ever.
Yeah.
What about the whole lighten up, Francis?
Fucking Warren Oates was great.
Yeah.
The fucking moron guys call me the Cruiser.
God, Cruiser. Yeah, just a dolt.
No, it's customary for you to make my bunk. Now, if I was in Germany, I'd have to make your bunk, but because we're in Italy, it's your bunk.
And I still, whenever I trip over something like an idiot, I always turn around and point and say, "Have that removed."
Fucking, and then I'm going to bed last night, and Young Frankenstein's on, and Gene Wilder. That movie was hilarious, but people just got so mad.
Yeah, I thought you lost your mind yesterday.
No, I'm not a bit.
Like I said, I was late to the party.
I wasn't in that bad a mood.
Jimmy's losing his fucking mind tonight.
People are like, dude, why are you in such a bad mood? I'm like, I really wasn't. And then I saw fucking the BlackBerry, that fucking tablet, and it just made me angry all over again. And I just attack people who use BlackBerry, and it's like I'm attacking you guys.
Why?
I feel bad for you, like you're being fucked.
No, that's the iPad killer.
I loved your battles yesterday. It was so much fun to read.
Yeah.
It really were.
But I love when people, like, there were some guys that smashed me and that were really funny, and I actually retweeted them.
Yeah.
But if guys are just being cunts, like, unfollow.
Yeah.
Well, Bill Murray's one of those guys. He's just like beloved, I guess.
What were you doing back in 1980?
Exactly. Nothing. Same thing I'm doing now, hating Bill Murray.
Didn't we do this recently? We're trying to figure out the last good movie he was in, and you go way back.
Yeah,
now.
it's
Let's go quite a ways back.
Groundhog Day, I never saw all of it. What I saw was pretty good, but
I liked Groundhog
But he played a straight guy in that, really, straight man. He didn't have a lot of jokes in that movie, did he?
I remember.
Not really.
Kingpin was hilarious. That was very funny. He was great in that.
Right the fuck on.
Somebody mentioned that, and I was like, yeah, he was really funny in that.
I like that Groundhog movie. I don't know.
I just didn't like him in stripes. I didn't like his hair in stripes. The fact that he wouldn't get a crew cut. It drove me fucking crazy.
Well, he was already losing his hair, and he was probably scared it was never going to grow back.
He was good in Ed Wood.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Was he more serious than that, or he played a gay guy?
Yeah. He played like kind of a gay guy and stuff, and it was good. One of Ed Wood's cronies. Oh, right. That was good. Yeah. The fucking movie's fantastic.
I forgot he was in that. Like, I didn't say Bill Murray has no talent. He just annoyed me in fucking
Did you see
Stripes?
You've seen What About Bob, right?
With Dreyfuss, yes, been a long time now.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
People kept mentioning movies, and I was like, oh, yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, that one. Like, there were some ones I forgot about.
You had a bunch of hits, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go to Darren in Canada. Darren.
Hey, I just was going to mention, I kind of know why Bill Murray was acting the way he did on Caddyshack, like for that character, Carl.
Yeah.
He just did Where the Buffalo Roam, where he was playing Hunter S. Thompson. And if you watch that and then watch Caddyshack, you can pretty much see where that Carl character kind of came from.
All right.
All right, so he took a little something from that other movie.
Yeah, it kind of messes a guy up when they play Hunter S. Thompson. Like, look at Johnny Depp. He did that for Fear and Loathing, and then look at him as Captain Jack there on Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of thing.
All right, there you go. Thank you, Darren.
Even growing up, I never really found Bill Murray. I remember my ex-girlfriend many, many years ago would talk about him. I'd be just like, I just don't like him. That's like the late 80s. I never loved Bill Murray.
You didn't like him on SNL?
I don't remember him on
Being
SNL.
all swarmy and shit.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm sure he had some funny.
Was,
he was doing, didn't? Oh, that was Aykroyd and Steve Martin that did the. Yeah, again, I don't say he.
I never liked Aykroyd.
In the Blues Brothers, he was great, and he was good in Neighbors. Like he had some with Kathy Moriarty and
I was
Belushi.
never a huge fan of his.
Early SNLs, man. Aykroyd was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, I agree.
They gave him some when the writing was really cutting edge and funny and shit. And for the time,
but
they gave him some good shit.
But then when he moved into movies,
yeah,
not so much.
No,
he had a couple, absolutely.
Oh God, what movie was that?
Nothing But Trouble.
That was horrible.
Nothing But Trouble. Yeah.
That was horrible. Where he had the dick nose. They put Dan Aykroyd. They put the dick nose on him. And,
Trouble is a ruiner of movies. Like if that's in the title, your movie's probably going to be fucking heinous.
Trouble.
Who's in it?
Trouble.
Demi Moore, John Candy. Okay, fucking Dan Aykroyd and Cherry. Young Frankenstein, that Gene Hackman scene as the blind man, oh, come in, a friend, is fucking hysterical.
Yeah, that is great.
He fucking pours soup on his dick twice, and the fucking creature just wants a fucking glass of wine. And the camera set up, and fucking Peter Boyle is holding his coffee mug, and he says, oh, toast, and he fucking smashes his glass. Oh, I fucking laughed out loud watching that alone.
Yeah, that's hysterical, man.
That was a funny movie.
So how did your Twitter battle end?
I'm sure it's still going on. I finally took a nap after a little while. I was so tired yesterday. But, yeah. Boom, chugga-lugga-lugga. We got it.
Yeah, he didn't like that
yes,
part,
I do like when he goes, army training. That part I like. However, that's a fact, Jack. Really?
Yeah.
Boo.
Didn't like the the way they train themselves.
The 35-minute scene where they're doing the funny chants. Fuck you. Fucking nerds. Hey, Bill Murray. Really? All right, you like him. I don't. I don't follow you. Why? Unfollow. That's the great. Goodbye. Unfollow. It's like, I'm not your fucking mommy. What are you going to hold your breath till you turn blue? I don't fucking. If you said, put my head in an oven, I would literally make sure I plug the oven in for you. Gives a fuck.
Yeah, who cares if you're unfollowed?
I mean this as sincerely as I've ever meant it. Those of you that unfollowed me, I honestly mean this. If I found out that a couple of them killed themselves in the tub, it would affect me more if this coffee dripped on the fucking console. You're irrelevant to me.
But they unfollowed you, sir.
That's what it's like. Who gives a fuck? There's nobody I follow right now that could state an opinion that would offend me so much I wouldn't follow. I just don't get it. People think they're hurting you by kicking and screaming. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Very funny.
All right, there you go.
But I was surprised by how people reacted.
Bill Murray had a bunch of hits and then a bunch of weird movies.
I forget how it even started, honestly. I happened to
watch Ghostbusters again. Wow.
I wouldn't even be bothered.
That's a rough one.
Fuck. I mean, let me just find the
bothered.
The first one. Oh, this was one guy wrote, wow, you have a lot of opinion about actors. Your mother must be so proud.
Ugh. What does that mean?
What does that
even mean?
I just wrote, good one, Nana. It's like,
Nana.
It's like, what a fucking horrible slam that is.
I love when you call someone Nana, because they always deserve it.
What a terrible comeback. I can't find... Oh, goodness. All right. I know it's...
well, figure it out. We'll read some of those after the break. Get a couple of the good ones.
This is the first one. I can't... Oh, sugar.
Yeah, right. Don't worry. You're panicking.
I really am falling apart.
We'll read a couple of tweets that came in for Jim Norton after the break about Bill Murray. How's that sound?
Watching Stripes, not a good movie. John Candy rules, but Bill Murray stinks. I know. Sacrilege.
Yeah.
That's what started it.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah, and actually, I will stand corrected. I should not have said not a good movie. I kept watching after I wrote that, and it was very funny.
Yeah.
For him.
I was distracted by the kickball story we're doing after the break. What did you just say at the end?
I was saying that I did actually say I shouldn't have written. If I could redo that tweet.
What movie was it again?
Stripes.
Okay, so you started enjoying Stripes after you wrote that.
I was watching a Bill Murray scene, just going. Ugh.
And John Candy wasn't embarrassing in that movie whatsoever.
He was hilarious.
He was hilarious.
John Larroquette was very funny.
John Larroquette, underrated as far as
PJ Souls.
How good he was in that
And
movie.
her dumb fucking lusterless hair. The anti-Mima treatment. Watch that. Somebody watch. I know I stink. Well, sorry for the record. Got it.
And Sean Young is awful in
She's
that.
fucking horrible. Her and horrendous Harold Ramis. I'm supposed to have interest in these two fucking zilches. You know when she was great? When Gene Hackman was throwing her off the fucking balcony in No Way Out. That's when she was great. When she was fucking falling to her death into a fishbowl. That was the Omen. Sorry.
Rob